Hi, Democrats. Today is Monday, July 31st. It's time for the Chair's Daily Live. Happy Monday. It's the last day of July. There's a lot going on. I'm going to be all over the place today, but see if you can hang with me, all right? So it's all about the miseducation of America. And for more in-depth, I want you to join Scott Hamilton today at 6:30 on the Hamilton Report, where he's going to go in depth. I'm going to stay a little superficial. All right. So the miseducation of America. There is I'm going to call it false narrative out there that just everybody should have a gun without any restrictions. That there are people out there who say that that's what the Second Amendment says. It is not what the Second Amendment says, but there is this constant drone that's saying that everyone should have a gun. Without restrictions, without registration, just everybody should have a gun. And I say that because I live in Oklahoma, where we call ourselves a Second Amendment sanctuary state, which scares me in ways that I can't even tell you. But when I come off of a weekend and I start thinking, okay, I'm going to talk to my people on the live and talk to them about what shootings happened this weekend, I dread what I'm going to find. I didn't do all of Oklahoma. I just did Oklahoma City and Tulsa. And I got depressed, and so I didn't keep looking. Just this weekend, there were 7 shootings in Oklahoma City. 7 just this weekend. Yesterday in Tulsa, one day, one town, there was a guy in a car. He got shot, and his passenger got murdered on the highway. Just this weekend, just in 2 cities. I didn't look at Muskogee or Lawton or Broken Bow. I just looked at Tulsa and Oklahoma City. That reminds me that not everybody needs to have a gun. We need common sense gun laws. Not everybody needs to have a gun. And those who have a gun need to be registered and need to be trained. It's that simple. Some registration and some training. And I don't think that that's too much to ask, but because of where we live and because of the rhetoric, because of the everybody needs a gun, the miseducation, how people talk about the Second Amendment, that's where we are. Another topic that makes me think of the miseducation of America is a poll that was announced this morning, or I learned of it this morning. There was a poll that went out last week, and they asked Republicans if Trump is on the ballot, and I can't believe I said his name, but if Trump is on the ballot, what percentage, how likely are you to vote for Donald Trump? 54%. 54% of Republicans asked said that they would vote for Donald Trump. Now, it's not a secret. I don't care what hole you bury yourself in. Donald Trump has been indicted on at least 74 charges. 74 charges. And they're not like 74 charges on the same thing, right? We have the hush money case. We have the classified documents. We have the messing with the videotapes that show people moving the boxes. He's been credibly charged with 74. That's the number I come up with, 74 charges. And 54% of Republicans asked said that they would vote for him again. That is some undereducation. That is some bizarro world. I don't understand how you decide that you're going to vote for someone who is credibly charged with real crimes against the country. Not just, I don't even know what small crimes I'd be okay with, but these are crimes against our democracy. Good news. Let's switch over to good news. And I'm going to get to the miseducation because there's some miseducation in the good news as well. The Oklahoma House went back into session today, and today was the last day of their extended session. They went back into session today to vote on whether to veto the governor's veto on extending the tobacco compact, which says that tribal nations that have already been approved can continue to sell tobacco products of which the state of Oklahoma gets a portion. Let's not forget that part. It's not like they're hoarding all the money. They make this money and some of it comes to the state of Oklahoma. The governor, so the legislature said, yeah, we're going to go ahead and continue that. The governor vetoed it. The state Senate went into session a couple of weeks ago and they vetoed his veto. And now the House went into session today and they vetoed it. And so it is now vetoed, which means the tribes can continue to sell tobacco products, of which some of the profit they share with the state. Here comes the miseducation part. That's just basic government. The legislators pass bills, the governor signs them or vetoes them, but the legislature is the final say. So they came in and vetoed his veto. Well, he is now suing the legislature. The governor of Oklahoma is suing the state legislature, the Oklahoma state legislature, because he's saying, I'm the boss. That's basically what the lawsuit is that he didn't get his way. And so now he's suing because we don't have other problems in our state. And I call it miseducation because I think he doesn't understand how government works. I know he's the governor, but I don't think he understands how basic government works. Speaking of lawsuits, the ACLU is heading up a lawsuit against the state of Oklahoma about the Catholic charter school. They're heading it up, but it is based on complaints by parents and advocates for public education. Public education dollars should not be going to private and charter schools, particularly if those private and charter schools are going to discriminate and going to indoctrinate based on one specific religion. Yet, that's what we have going on. And so now there's a lawsuit against the state of Oklahoma. That's what we got going on in our state. It's a lot. And so if you wonder why being engaged in politics is important, even though, you know, I was raised, you weren't supposed to talk about politics and religion in polite company. Now, I heard that in my house, we talked about it so that you can learn how to talk about it. But polite society said you weren't supposed to talk. And now people don't know how to talk. And now we've gotten way far down a path because people don't know how things work. And so they're passing laws, they're passing bills, they're advocating for things that are against our Constitution, that are against the law. And so now taxpayers are going to have to pay tax dollars to defend lawsuits against something that should have never happened in the first place. And then the governor is suing our state legislature. I have no idea who pays for those lawsuits, but I feel like it's us. I'm not real sure. I'm going to find out and keep you guys up to date because it's a little crazy. On an inside party note, this weekend we had our first Central Committee meeting of this cycle. I'm so excited for the people that I get to work with. I'm so excited for the work that we're gonna get done and the work that we're planning to do. These folks were elected all over the state by the different units. So excited. We have big plans, but in order to make those big plans happen, we need your help. We need your help to hire organizers. We need your help to do digital advertising to get the word out about all of our wonderful Democratic candidates and Democratic programs that we're running to do voters registration and voter education and voter protection. We need your help. And to that end, I'm asking you to donate. To go out to okdemocrats.org/donate. Donate what you can. If you can only afford a small amount, consider making that small amount monthly. If you can write me a big check, we will gladly take it and be grateful for it. We have big plans. We are on the precipice. We can make a difference in our state. Listen to the crazy things that are going on in our state. We need to change who is representing us. And the only way we can do that is by organizing, and we need your help. Go out to okdemocrats.org/donate. Thank you so very much. And don't forget to join Scott this evening at 6:30, where he's going to talk about the miseducation of America, and then join me tomorrow at 4:15. You guys have a great evening.